Well, hello, hello, hello. It's Tuesday again. Boy, it got here quick. And this has been a fast week. They say the older you get, faster time flies. And it's going like a hurricane right now. I'm glad if you stopped by that you did. And like I say, it's been a gorgeous day. It's 73 degrees today. I got out and piddled around, went and got a haircut. I'm not gonna look at the camera. I guess I got a nice fresh haircut there today. Been a while, and she did a real good job. It's the first time I've been there, and probably go back because it looked like it's cut like it's supposed to be. But anyway, I bought me another truck last week. I've been without a truck for 2 or 3 years. I had a little Chevy Colorado. Was the last truck that I had about 2 or 3 years ago, and I sold it and bought another Corvette. Oh, that was my fifth Corvette, and I drove it for a while, and then I sold a Corvette, and I bought a Chevy Trailblazer, an older car, a truck, because I bought it at a good price, and I drove it about a year, and it was, I drive the cheap car. Linda drives the good car. I drive the old clunker, and so I traded it last week for a Chevy Avalanche. That's an older truck that Chevrolet made until 2013. It's a real sharp truck. It's got room to haul a PA system, guitars in the back, covers up, and all that stuff. It's like an SUV. So anyway, I tinkered with that for a while today, and I went over to my storage building, took everything out, and looked for a couple of things. I found them that I was looking for. So it's been a busy day, but I'm so glad that y'all decided to make me part of your evening. I appreciate that very much. I was looking here through some songs today quite a few minutes ago, and there's quite a few that I haven't played in a while. And the young lady that wrote this song passed away about a month ago, and I hope it'll bless your heart tonight. I've turned too far to look back now. I've come too far to look back. That's Nancy Harmon's gift to this world. A gift from God, from her to us. That's a great song. Everybody has sang that. And I saw some clips and some information from her funeral at Cleveland, Tennessee, and they played and sang that song for sure. But that's a good old standard. It's a good, great song. Here's an old track I did years ago. At Calvary, that's a great old hymn book song. When I went back with Wendy and the Girls, Wendy and the Sunlighters, back in, was it 91? I think it was. Maybe it's 90. It's been so long now. Second time around, they were using that song for a theme song. They had recorded it on an album, and they were singing at Calvary. Did a good job on it. They did. I remember growing up, they was one of my favorite groups, Wendy Bagwell and Sunlighters. Or they could see gals, that guy, well, I don't know about the guys singing, but girls curve him up. But they was one fine group back in their day, for sure. Let me look to see if there's anybody on here tonight that decided to show up and get the old iPad. And I think the volume's turned down where it won't double on me. And it says that I am alive. Well, I'm glad to be alive tonight. Thank God. Let's see, Papa Joe, good to see you today. One of my faithful friends there down in Middle Georgia. Gene Abney, I hope you and your hubby are doing all right. Old Reggie Barnes. Cousin Tom, hey, I figure I'm somewhere around 40 miles from you now, maybe, Cartersville, to, I don't know exactly what town you're listed at. I don't know about where you're at, but we'll get together now for sure, because we're close by. And, see, Mary Snyder. There's the Pope, Neil Pope. Hey, Neil, I saw the other Pope the other night. Well, there he is, right under Galen Pope. Hey, Galen, enjoyed you guy. You doing your guy thing by yourself the other night. That was pretty cool. You did a good job, man. And I can imagine what it'd been like. Them girls have been there with you. Maybe we'll get to see you, hear y'all one time before long. But did a good job. There's a way that you can click and see who else is looking on here. I don't know how I can do it right now. I don't guess you can do it live, but I see 4 others are watching you. Some folks go on live and they say, "Well, glad to see so and so." They can pick up and see them, and I don't know how they do it. This is Lipton Southern Style Sweet Tea, Southern Style, made with Splenda. And man, it's so good. Can't beat it. Before we came to North Carolina, I was at Ingalls in Center, Alabama, and I looked on the rack, and there was, I think there was 12 boxes there of it. And so I just raked them all out, and I took all 12 boxes. I bought $40-something worth of tea at one time, and it's stashed in there in that cabinet. If they don't have it up here, I'll be driving back to Alabama. All right, let's find a song. I flipped to another page here to see if there was anything that I hadn't played in a while. Maybe I can play this old banjo track here and see if it'll work. I thought there was another verse. I told you I hadn't played that track in about 10 years. But anyway, that was an old banjo track. I just almost got carried away and couldn't hardly find a good stopping place. Let's see. Let me play you a little old song here that just Mom and Dad used to sing this when I was growing up. Boy, that's been a while ago. What a day that will be. That's the name of that song. Well, I was in here thinking about not knowing if that song had another chorus to it or not. This is actually a rehearsal session. This is a pick for you guys every week. Not for you, but for me. Because if you don't play, you get out of practice or you get a little rusty. And the arthritis, I know you can look at me and say, well, he don't look like he's... Somebody told me today, I said something about 77 years old. I said, oh, you don't look that old. I bought him an ice cream cone. Or offered to anyway. Because they said, you don't look 77, but I am and I are. And the old arthritis, some days it's good and some days it's not as good. But Linda's been giving me some more supplements, some things that's supposed to stop it. And it might help a little bit. I told her a while ago I slept all night. Most of the time I wake up in the middle of the night with my knee joints or something hurting. But boy, I tell you what, I went to sleep last night and I didn't wake up till 8 o'clock this morning. And then I didn't mean I got up. I woke up. I thought, man, that's a good night's sleep. And she told me that she didn't get up. I didn't go to sleep till about 3 a.m. She's got too much on her brain. She's been hanging pictures, and she's got every curtain is up now, and most all of her pictures and all of her stuff that she hangs on the wall, all that's about up, everything. It's about look like a house here. I bought 4 new bar stools for our island in the kitchen there, and man, those things had 150 screws on each one. I put one together, and I said, I don't know, hope I can get the rest of them by spring. But I finally got all 4 of them put together, and all that's done. So, and the bedroom's all finished, and she's got a million nail holes in the wall now, and with everything hanging. So she's still, I saw her go by a while ago, had something in her hand, a curtain or something, but she's still after it. Hey, Jim Lowe, how you doing, bud? I see that the president got over there, and looks like they making some things, some progress on getting you guys some help. I know you didn't get as bad as some folks. You were able to survive it and get through it, but a lot of folks over there, the pictures are still hurting. It looks like this got a little help on the way, and I sure am glad to see that for the folks over in the western part of North Carolina. We're glad to see you, Jim. I'm glad you showed up tonight. It's always good for you to drop by and appreciate it. There's my son-in-law, that's Mr. Allwine, Dan Allwine. He said, hey, Poppy. I said, well, hey, Dan. I understand y'all coming over to eat some of my groceries tomorrow night. I went to the store. Linda and I went to the store. What was yesterday, Monday? We went to the grocery store. First time we've been since we've been here in 3 weeks. All that canned spam's about gone, so we had to go to the grocery store. And we got something to eat. Boy, I tell you what, it's going to be good, too, because they had a big sale at Harris Teeter. So we're going to eat good tomorrow night, buddy. That's for sure. And let's see who else there's. Patricia Martin. I can't even see Martin there. Hey, girl. It's good to see you. Appreciate you showing up. Well, it's what time is it? Oh, time's flying when you're having a lot of fun, ain't it? And rehearsing. And, it's a funny thing. You won't remember it. I think I played this guitar the first week I was here. I've been on 3 weeks, I think. I think this is the 3rd time. And I know I played the Telecaster one time, acoustic sonic Telecaster. I played that the other night, and I played the Taylor last week. I think I played this guitar because I was explaining about it, and all of a sudden, I went somewhere else. My brain just took me in another direction. And after the program went off, I got thinking, well, I was talking about something, and I didn't even finish what I was saying. I was talking about the guy lives up in Nashville, Tennessee, or just out of Nashville, by the name of Eugene Moles. Eugene Moles' dad was a real popular, famous guitar player in Bakersfield, California, and Eugene Moles, the guy that worked on my guitar, when he was a teenager, he played for, I think he might have been around Buck Owens a little bit, but I know he played for Merle Haggard off and on a few times. And when he was a teenager, he worked in Simmy Mosley's guitar shop there in Bakersfield. And I think that he was a teenager around 1974, 73, 74, 75, along there. And it's a good chance that he may have done some work on my Mosrite double neck when Simmy built it for me in 1974. I don't know that being, but it could be. But I was talking about how great this guitar played. This is the only Telecaster that I own now. I've got my Strat over here. I've got about 9 guitars, I think. And some of them's for sale. If anybody call me, text me, I'll tell you what's for sale. And I need to thin some of them out and make some more room. But anyway, this is my only Telecaster, and I play this. This is my go-to guitar. And it's 20-something years old. I think I told you it was look at the light here, it's a 1997. So that means 25 is 28 years old. And it had a little wear on it. And so I took it to Eugene Moles because he has played Telecaster since back in the day when he was a teenager. And he knows a Telecaster up and down. He plays one today. And he has so much guitar. I think he said the other day he closed his guitar shop down because he just more than he could do. I think he told me the day I was in there, he had about 100 guitars in there stacked up ready for repair. But he's a guitar genius. He knows. But he took this guitar, and it's so important. If you get a guitar, sometimes the frets, you can run your thumb or your finger down, and they're a little jagged on the edge. Well, this one, he was going to make some adjustments, and he found out there was a little wear in a couple frets. So he replaced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He replaced the first 6 frets. All these were in great shape. Guy must have played right in here that owned it. And then he went and polished all of these edges down the side. And then he polished the frets. And then he reset the truss rod on the neck and the intonation, which is the distance from here to here and here to here. So it's... So it's true all the way up. And but he went through this thing from end to end, went in and cleaned all the pots, changed, put some lubricant in them, totally refurbished it. And this is the best playing. I don't know how many Fender guitars I have owned, but this is one that I probably would not part with. This is the best one I have ever played. And I've got it set right now on a Strat. It's got this 3rd Stratocaster pickup, and I've got it set. Somebody says, well, if you want to sound like a Strat, why don't you play a Strat? Well, I like the Strat. I like this Telecaster because of the size of it and the weight of it. It's just a good guitar to have. And I do have a Telecaster if I want to play a Telecaster. But when you mix the Telecaster and the Strat, or if you want to play that Telecaster, I think I can do it. Getting old. You want to do a chicken picking, they call it. But I still like the old mellow gospel. And you mix a little Telecaster neck pickup and a little middle, and you get a real smooth sound. This is just a versatile guitar, huh? And like I say, it's got that thin fender neck. It's everything I like. My Taylor, for acoustic, my Taylor's here to stay. This is here to stay. I like the Fender Acoustasonic. I've got a couple more guitars, 2 or 3 guitars here that, like I say, that I would consider selling because I really don't need them. And I need room, space more than I need the guitars because they just sit there and take up space. And well, let me play one more. I done gone over time here, but I'll play another one. I might play a couple more. I'll play this one right here just for the fun of it and see if anybody can guess what it is. Well, that would be called I'll Fly Away. That's going to be on my church hymnal Redback book album that I'm getting ready to do. I keep saying I'm getting ready. That means I'm getting ready. And well, let's play my favorite old song to play right here, and I'll get out here. It's one of my favorite old songs to play. Well, I was going to I change that camera around and switch that with the intent of signing out like that, but I was just going to tell you again how much I appreciate all of you that watch this program every week. Got some faithful viewers, and I appreciate you very much, all of you. And some of you shared it last week, and we had quite a few views on last week's program. And it always excites me to know that more people get to hear me mess up. And you know, what's that Larry's Country Diner used to say, and the camera's always rolling and we don't care. Well, it's just me sitting here picking, and you know, you get old, your fingers get to where they don't move too good, and you're not playing just every day, and you're going to mess one up or forget one or something. But I think I do fairly well sometimes for an old guy, and I've made that for sure. But God is good. God has been good to me and Linda. He's seen us through a lot of things. There's a whole lot more when you get old and you got your own Social Security and your retirement income and your Medicare is what I'm trying to think of. Your Medicare that takes care of you. Ours is Medicare Advantage. And I thought when we moved from Alabama that everything would just change over real quickly. But the state of North Carolina, I was born in North Carolina. I was born in Concord, North Carolina, 60 miles from here, 65 miles from here. And I thought when I was a kid growing up, I always said, when I get old, I'm going to go back to North Carolina when I get grown. But I didn't, and stayed around the Atlanta area up until the 5 years that we went over to Alabama. And I never dreamed years ago about being back here in North Carolina. I'll tell you, it's a tough state. I found out everything, you just don't go do everything. There's a lot of red tape. But it's worked out. It's worked out good. We have, both of us have North Carolina driver's license now. And when I bought the truck the other day, I went directly to the tag office. Last week, whenever it was I bought it, went directly to the tag office. So that one has a North Carolina tag. And we haven't put it on Linda's car. It don't expire yet because we're waiting on some information to come back from the doctor. For long story short. But anyway, everything has come together. We got the Medicare or Medicaid. We got all that switched over. I got a text today that our insurance cards was on the way. Everything has worked out. And so I thank God for that. I thank God and Linda, because Linda has worked tirelessly with a pencil and pad taking notes. I mean, you know, the day and age we live in today, you just don't get stuff done real easy. Some of the help is good, some of it's not as good. I appreciate those that do a good job, but Linda has worked tirelessly to put all this together, and I'll just kind of come along for the ride and hang a curtain every now and then. I finished her last curtain in the living room this morning. And so anyway, but just want to tell you how thankful we are for how God has blessed, and we're glad to be here. I'm glad that I'm able to do, and she's able to do. I'm 77, and she's, she's a little younger than me. And anyway, thank the Lord, thank God. God is good. Galen Pope, I don't know if he's still here, but Galen Pope started out, he's with God is good. God is, I forget how I say, God is good all the time, God is good. Yeah. And that's good because he's a good God. Okay, share this, folks, and we appreciate it very much if you do that. And I'll throw this little ending up here and say good night to you there, folks. God bless you. See you soon.